Ciao a tutti ragazzi, bentornati sul mio canale. Oggi ragazzi voglio portarvi un nuovo titolo. Parliamo di Alan Wake 2. Allora ragazzi, è vero che il gioco è uscito da un po' di tempo, però purtroppo ragazzi io ho avuto un po' di problemi con il PC perché praticamente mi si è rotto e ho dovuto cambiare completamente computer. Quindi ragazzi, oggi ci facciamo una nuova partita con Alan Wake, se 2. Poi ragazzi, se vi piace la serie, la continuo a portare. Comunque, facciamoci una nuova partita. Allora, storia normale o difficile? Si parte. Allora, stiamo giocando alla versione PC del gioco. Stiamo giocando. Non so se farà qualche scatto, ragazzi, non ne ho idea. Quindi noi ci proviamo. E comunque i video non li farò troppo lunghi, ragazzi, né troppo lunghi né troppo corti, una via di mezzo praticamente. Quindi iniziamo.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story.
Vediamo che dove ci porta.
In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick
Poi
is not to
ditemi
end
voi
everything
se
there.
volete che vi porto a
But trapped
altri
by the
giochi,
genre, we are
ragazzi.
all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be.
Vediamo, vediamo.
This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Questo gioco è vero anche che è uscito da un bel po' di tempo. Io purtroppo non l'ho portato prima, ragazzi. No, va bene così, dai. Stiamo di portatelo, veniamo a fare video. Occhio, panico! Si parte con... No, come... Penso che mi stia girando bene. Iniziamo, mi serve... Vediamo. Pronti? Mostrami. Un uomo completamente nudo. Occhio. Vediamo. Ho ottimizzato più che altro per le prestazioni del mio computer, ragazzi, eh. Non è che l'abbia messo tutto maxato, ovvio. Occhio. Ora. Mi sentite? Vediamo. No.
Already gone.
Stiamo giocando, ricordo, alla versione computer, cioè la versione PC, sto giocando con il controller della PlayStation 5. Speranza che stia andando dalla parte buona. Amico. Scusate ragazzi. Dove cazzo? Oi oi oi. Scusate per il telefono ragazzi, mi dimentico sempre di mettere... Ah, qua, vabbè. Dai, dai. Scattiamo. merda. Cazzo. Vita salvata non mi convince. Qua. Penso. Cazzo. Molto bene. A posto. Iniziamo col botto, ragazzi. Spero che si veda bene, ragazzi. Molto bene, molto bene. Partita salvata. Però,
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
beh, ci facciamo questa parte, ragazzi, e poi...
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up.
C'è una bella grafica, ragazzi.
Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work.
Caspita, che grafica.
A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Oh,
Eaten by
cazzo.
a bear. I'll check out that map.
Invito. Allora, noi siamo qui praticamente. Ok. Ok. Esci.
You're the one who wanted to switch.
I think I hear someone.
I'm not walking all the way back
Could
down
be our
there.
deputy.
Hey,
Oh,
over
no.
here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Ok.
Here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
So.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here, waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Vai. Guarda.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm...
Voglio accedere al tabellone del caso nel luogo mentale. Tabellone del caso, devo vedere. Vediamo.
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous
Tutto ciò
murders.
che sappiamo su io.
Worth taking another look.
Allora, 2 per ingrandire. Partiamo da... Allora, partiamo da questo. Proprio vittime, tutte le vittime risultano di omicidi di... Aspetta. Allora... Vittima trovata... Due settimane fa. Vabbè.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene. Hey, Casey.
Vado
You
andare,
putting
no?
me in charge. Why
Penso.
now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
Yeah.
Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Beh ragazzi, tra poco ci salutiamo, eh.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
Together at the murder site. I did not want to stop. No, sure not, Captain. Try explaining it one more time.
Hey!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
Mi sembra un po' un tipo particolare.
So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Thornton, he's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
Tabellone del caso.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Un altro cadavere. Allora, quindi
The killer left the heart right next to the body. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Inside stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
tabellone del caso. Qualcos'altro? L'ho soldato? Allora. 1. Grave trauma al torace. 2. Cinghie da carico usate per legare la vittima.
Heart removed from chest. Strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
Il fisico domanda quella un avanzamento indicatore per sbloccare nuove domande. Scopri di più sulla vittima, scopri di più sull'assassino. Allora, noi siamo qui.
Who is our victim? Who
Okay.
killed him? Need to find
No.
more clues. Large amount of blood on the table.
2.
The victim died here. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here. Waiting. Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera?
Allora, qui è...
Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
Allora, non mi ricordo cosa dovevo fare. Aspetta. Andiamo a parlare con questo qui.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. Now, I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
So you knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Allora, aspetta un secondo, ragazzi.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago, 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
Allora, ora ho trovato praticamente altri indizi. Dove vanno? Allora, Casey sa inquadrare le persone. Sembra che la vittima non fosse mentalmente stabile.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago. They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment.
Passavano il tempo con la
They were waiting
attrezzatura.
for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now?
Vittima di Madonna.
Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
Vediamo. Vediamo un po'. Omicidio rituale.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Like the switch, it goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something. Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake, before his murder.
Quindi. Tipo 2. Controlla la riva.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
Vabbè, dai, primo video.
This
Comunque,
one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something
va
happen at the
bene,
lake?
dai.
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated.
Allora,
Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this
Vediamo.
guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
There's a piece of paper on the ground.
I didn't know trees got that big.
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
Makes no sense.
vediamo.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. The killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
The words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept? Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
Molto bene.
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last. The first step down into terrifying depths. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words, felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here. What they were doing. Someone playing a game with them. Leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them. Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what. Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
Allora,
Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
vamos, eh? Che dici?
Whoever wrote that page page made sure it read like a story.
Ora ci salutiamo qui,
Like a
ragazzi,
scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control.
You made it back.
Deciding
Good.
what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure, but the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and
non si può
got
salvare,
a
no?
key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Ma no? Grazie.
Thanks. Let's get the car. Drive to Bright Falls and talk to these witnesses, the bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Allora ragazzi, spero che il primo video su questo Alan Wake 2 vi sia piaciuto. Come sempre ragazzi, vi chiedo se volete iscrivetevi, lasciate un bel like se il video è piaciuto. Un saluto a tutti da Stefano. Ciao ragazzi, ai prossimi video con Alan Wake 2. Ciao!